On the road, we'll keep it off.
Africa's northeastern escarpment, this low-fault area is home to some of the most breathtaking scenery the country has on offer. It also boasts a rich history and colourful culture, which draws visitors from far and wide. Mpumalanga also offers some of the best rallying routes in the country, which is why the annual Sasol Rally draws crews and spectators from far and wide too. This year's event, round 2 of the Sasol South African National Rally Championship, saw 63 crews entered, of which 59 would take to the start in the town of Sabi on the Friday morning. Over 2 days, the 200-kilometre stage route included 14 special stages, and the organisers, the South African Motorsport Club, threw competitors into the deep end with stage 1, covering more than 16 kilometres of tough gravel road.
Leading the field, Etienne Lawrence and Andre Vermeulen in their Team Total Toyota Runex competing in Class S2000. This is what it feels like.
Long left 4. And the right 9. 3. And the right 4 over bump. Left 2 cut. Jump and jump. C100. Right 6. To a left 6, jumped up, caution jump, left 7, opens, hairpin left, hairpin in. And right.
Next up, the Works BP Volkswagen Polo of Jürgen Fecken and Pierre Aris. The VW pairing was expected to challenge hard for overall victory on the Sasol Rally. Fecken and Ari set the third fastest time in stage 1, just 7 seconds off the pace. Winners of round 1 in the Western Cape and multiple former champions, Works Castrol Toyota Runex pair Serge Damso and Robert Paisley, were also seen as favourites to win the Sasol. The veterans were really on it, but disaster struck when they hit a rock and damaged a tie rod, which cost them about 2.5 minutes.
Reigning national champions Enzo Kuhn and Guy Hodgson in their Works BP Volkswagen Polo were hoping to improve on their 6th place in round 1.
Right 9, bridge, right 6, right 8, left 4 over crest, it's a long left 4, long left 4, and right 9, left 3, into right 6, it's a left 2, cut, left 2, cut, jump, C100, right 7, into long, the left 6, and caution jump, into a left 7, left 7, tightens the hairpin left, tightens the hairpin left, and right 8, opens.
This year, the competition in the top class S2000 is extremely competitive, and another favourite pairing was the Works BP Volkswagen crew of former champions Jan Habig and Douglas Judd. But their rally would be over shortly after this, as a number of punctures caused terminal suspension damage, and they withdrew after the end of stage 1. Graduating from the production car category to Class S2000 this year, Johnny Gemmell and Peter Marsh in their Works Castrol Toyota Runex. Gemmell had struggled a little to get up to speed in the previous round, but things were clearly improving as he and Marsh set the fastest time in the stage, taking an early 6-second lead in the rally.
Jean-Pierre Damso, son of Serge, and Kobus Frey in their Team Total Toyota Runex were also in their second event in Class S2000. News of the puncture-ridden front-runners may have filtered through as the pair took it easy to finish the stage 4th fastest. Also taking a step up this year, Charles Wilkin and Greg Godrich tackled stage 1 of their second event in the Class N4 Sasol Konica Minolta Subaru Impreza.
Back on board with June and Hodgson, who also suffered from the rough terrain. They hit a rock and would have to drive out of the stage on the rim of their left rear wheel. They would lose about 2.5 minutes in the process. The Sasol was beginning to bare its teeth.
Now, go for 300. Hairpin right. Hairpin right. And left 8. Left 8. And long left 9. The long left 9 is hairpin right in. Look for the hairpin right now in.
The battle in the production car category among the top Class N4 runners was expected to be extremely close between the likes of first round winners Wilkin and Godrich, the team total entry of Fernando Roida and Gerard Snyman in their Mitsubishi Evo 9, and Paul Pfeiffer and Cindy Harding in their Evo 6. And defending class champions Nicholas Ryan and Schalk van Heerden in the Bosel Subaru Impreza.
Back at the head of the field, no problems so far for Lawrence and Vermeulen. These incredible onboard shots really gives one an understanding of just how busy both the driver and the co-driver are, and how small the margins for error.
And long right 4 tightens to a right 9. Hairpin left, right 9 is op, dan hairpin left. To a right 9 in. And jump, right 8 in. To a left 5, here is right 9.
Another favourite for a solid result in Class N4 was the Pretoria pairing of Visser du Plessis and Dave Lefkovich in their Pirtek-backed Subaru WRX STI, who finished second in class in the Western Cape. Father and son pair John and Douglas Williams also moved up to S2000 this year, finishing a respectable 8th in class on their home rally in the Guma-backed E-Works VW Polo. They were hoping for something better on the Sasol.
Leading the A7 Brigade following a class victory in round 1, Mark Cronje and Chris Birkin in their Works Castrol Toyota Runex. The pair, who also competes for Toyota in the National Off-Road Championship, kept it steady to set the fastest stage time in Class A7. Privateers Jaco Venter and Armand du Toit in their Hyundai Trichard-backed Class N4 Subaru Impreza. Unfortunately, they lost a huge amount of time in this stage because a water pipe came off, forcing them to drive from spectator point to spectator point, begging for any kind of fluid to stop the car from overheating. In stage 2, they would retire due to shock absorber failure. Adrian Karth and Des de Fortier in their Class A7 Volkswagen Golf. The pair suffered a non-finish in the Western Cape and was hoping for at least some points on the Sasol Rally. They opened their account with a steady drive in stage 1, finishing 6th fastest in class. Barry Grobelaar and Mike Burrows in their Sasol Volkswagen Golf were expected to do well in Class A7 after finishing 3rd in class in the previous round. The pair can be very fast, but their trademark approach is to be fast and consistent. So they ended up 5th fastest in class in stage 1.
One of the most popular pairings amongst rally spectators in South Africa are the Lark sisters, Lola and Megan, the only all-woman crew in National Championship rallying. Better known as the Rally Chicks, they're also competing in the FIA African Rally Championship this year. On stage 1, they took their team total Subaru Impreza to 5th fastest in N4. Being at the head of the field is akin to playing the role of sweeper, cleaning the loose gravel, so Lawrence and Vermeulen ended up 2nd fastest, 6 seconds behind Gemmel and Marsh, and 1 ahead of Fecken and Aris. At the end of the stage, we caught up with some of the unhappy faces.
To a left 5, to bump, long right 7, rough, line finish,
It was quite a ragged start to the event. All 3 top cars hit a major rock. Two of the three took out the wheels completely, so Serge and my teammate are still in the forest there. We were lucky to come out. We hit it at the back wheel, drove 15 kilometers of stage and 15 of open section, all without the wheel, just on the rim. So we're very fortunate to get here, and we're just going to have to take stock now and get to the end.
Bad start already. 2Ks in the stage, we hit a rock on the left-hand side and punctured the wheel and damaged quite a bit of the car.
Stage 2 between Sabi and Graskop promised to be another tough challenge at just more than 22 kilometers of gravel. There'd been some overnight rain in the area, so making the correct tyre choice wasn't easy. After stage 1, Johnny Gemmell was 6 seconds ahead of Etienne Lawrence, with Jürgen Fecken a further second back, followed by Jean-Pierre Damso another 7 seconds down. With Jan Harbich out of the rally and Enzo Kuhn and Serge Demso way down the order, the early battle for the lead was expected to be between these 4 S2000 crews. Kuhn, however, was determined to make up as much time on the front runners as possible from stage 2 onward. This is what it feels like approaching 200 kilometers per hour on gravel.
Gemmell and Marsh tried to build on their early lead. JP Damso and Kobus Frey in stage 2. Charles Wilkin and Greg Godrich joined stage 1 winners in Class N4, were determined to pull out a lead and stamp their authority early on the event. Fernando Reuter and Gerard Snyman had shared the stage 1 Class N4 win with Wilkin and Godrich and were equally determined, but dropped 16 seconds in stage 2. Paul Pfeiffer and Cindy Harding, third in N4 after stage 1, would set a respectable time in stage 2 as well.
John and Douglas Williams had set a very good 5th fastest time in S2000 in stage 1 and were clearly beginning to feel more comfortable in their new car. Chris de Witt and Patrick Yende in their Class A17 Total Toyota Runex were lying 3rd in class after stage 1 and very keen to make up time. Tien Subad and Laurens Duplessis in their VW Polo had been 2nd fastest in Class A7 in stage 1 and could cause the regular front runners some headaches this weekend.
Jürgen Fecken and Pierre Aris were clearly on a charge and knew that in this relatively long stage they could take some time off the 2 crews ahead of them. Fecken is one of the fastest and most spectacular drivers in South African rallying. Enzo Kuhn is also spectacularly fast, and with Guy Hodgson in the hot seat, the reigning champions could be a formidable force despite their deficit of more than 2 minutes to the leaders. Early leaders Johnny Gemmell and Peter Marsh. Keep in mind, this is only their 2nd rally in this car. On board with the Castrol Toyota pair.
Wilkin and Godrich were flying and would pull out a lead of 16 seconds in Class N4 at the end of stage 2. After his win in the Western Cape, Wilkin had had everyone talking about his ability to adapt from front-wheel drive cars in previous years to four-wheel drive in N4. Reuter and Snyman were also pushing hard, but on this stage they had no answer and finished 2nd in class. More drama for Serge Damso and Robert Paisley. Another puncture that would cost the team not only time on the stage, but also valuable time for repairs afterwards. In fact, the pair, who rarely has any good luck on this event, lost more than 9 minutes in this stage alone. Another solid, problem-free run for father and son pair John and Douglas Williams.
Joubert and Duplessis would go on to take the A7 win in this stage. On board now with Etienne Lawrence and André Vermeulen. And this little spin would cost him about 20 seconds.
Long left 2, right 6, and left 8. Mooi kyk nou. 100. Right 1, left 2, right 3. Crest left 2, into a left 1. See 400. Acute hairpin left, dis daai ding wat jy moet inbly, onthou jou. Acute hairpin left. 100. Links en links. 100. Links en links. Caution, bad jump. Right 18. Right 18 off. 100. And jump. Long left 7. And flying finish. Flying finish. No. Okay. But I feel right. Maybe okay.
Stage 3 was another 20-plus kilometre gravel affair just outside